If you do any of the four things that I'm going to talk about in this video, it will definitely kill your business. So I've started my business, which is in hygiene manufacturing products. But you see, this idea is actually 4 years old. The first time I thought about this business was when I saw a lotion by Connie Ferguson, for those who are watching from Africa or South Africa. It's a lotion, it's Connie Ferguson is an actor. I saw this about 4 years ago and I told myself, you know what, I'd like to start this kind of business myself. But I did not start for literally 4 years. 4 years. And the reason I didn't start is because I wanted to research as much as I possibly could, know as much as I possibly could, which was a good thing. And then, after knowing as much as I possibly could, and knowing so much about the hygiene space and the hygiene industry, about taking care of skin and taking care of yourself in a healthy way using natural products specifically, because that's where I wanted to go. I started knowing so much about the industry. I started knowing so much about what I needed to do in order for the business to become successful. But then, instead of starting, I started now thinking about what perfect product I can make. I wanted my products to come out as perfect as possible, which also is a good thing because we are talking about something that will be going on people's skins. And once I found the perfect products and how to make them and the ingredients that would have to be used, and I found the right suppliers, approved suppliers in the country, I started thinking about the brand. And then I started thinking about how I'm going to make the products look. I started thinking about the business name. I started thinking about registering it. I started thinking about how I want to market the business to people and how I'm going to introduce it to the market. This is actually 1 year into me deciding that I want to start this kind of business. But it took me another 3 years before I started this business. So, why did I tell you that story? The reason I told you that is because just like many people, we make an excuse of saying that I want to have the perfect product. I don't want to talk about my business idea because people are going to steal it. And even though I don't talk about it that much, I believe that it's going to be a great business. It's going to change the world. It's going to change how people look at things. But I'm just not starting right now because the idea is not ready. It's not mature enough. I still have to make plans of this business. I still have to research about the business and the industry and see what people are going to respond to. What most people are saying when they say that they are perfectionists, and this is true for myself, it probably is true for you as well, is that I'm a procrastinator. I'm in fear. I don't want to start now because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going to make as many excuses as I can. Smart excuses, not excuses that sound like I just don't want to work. You see, and it works. Most of the time, it works. But if you are a perfectionist, you are just a very smart procrastinator. So that will definitely ruin your business before it even starts. That is for before you start. Now let's talk about the things that will kill your business once you've started. But before that, let me have my coffee. Okay, I'm feeling fresh now. Let's talk about the next point. Once you have started your business, most of the time you will be so passionate about your business, about your idea, that you start rushing the process. You want to see your business at a place where it realistically could only be within 5 or 10 years. But here you are in 12 or 24 months. You have not even reached the 3-year mark where most businesses are likely to fail, or the 5-year mark where most businesses actually do fail. But because you are so passionate about your business, you expect people to feel that passion that you have, to see the passion that you have, and support you or your business specifically for that. But that's a mistake. You are rushing the process. Slow and steady is better. Remember, business is more like a marathon than it is a race. So, marathon is a race and a sprint is also a race, but it's more of a marathon rather. So what you want to do is pace yourself to the finish line, and if you want to grow your business further, you are able to pivot or go into another marathon and grow your business. So the other thing that could potentially kill your business is rushing the process. On top of rushing the process, there's another thing that I also have done, and many people do as well, especially when they are less experienced when it comes to building a business, and that is proper planning. Now, I understand that in the first point I said that people will procrastinate saying that they are planning or researching or trying to learn as much as they can, which of course is a good thing. But once you have done all of that, you have to be able to put down everything on paper or type it out and ensure that you have a proper plan, an action plan that you can follow for your business. And once you start doing that, obviously everything that you have planned out for business is operated in real life, so you cannot account for everything that will happen. You're not a prophet. You're not prophesying anything, but you are planning for any obstacles or for any growth that you come into, because sometimes even growing can be a problem for you because you are not really prepared for that sort of growth, and you find yourself spending the money in the wrong places instead of spending it in the right places. So proper planning is very important when it comes to your business. By the way, do you know that if you click the like button, it makes a water splash sound? Now here's another thing. It's very important for you to understand when your business is likely to fail. This is where proper planning comes into play. So sometimes when you have started your business and you've been running your business for a while, you'll start realizing that, you know what, we've been doing the same thing over and over again and we're not getting any different result, which is the definition of insanity. But sometimes you do have your business and it has grown to a certain point and it just plateaus. There's no growth beyond that. And you are trying to, break the glass ceiling, but the glass ceiling is just not breaking. So what do you do when you find yourself in that position? Well, I would say that the thing that you should be able to do is pivot. And when pivoting, this means that you could pivot your business and go into a completely different industry, or pivot your business and tweak it just a little bit so that you maybe let go of some of the products or services that you are trying to sell and get into something else that will allow your business to grow and break the glass ceiling. So that's the other thing that most people are not aware of once they start their business, that could potentially ruin their business, could potentially kill their business. If you know any other things that could potentially kill your business that I did not mention into this video, leave it in the comment section. I definitely would like to make another video about that. And obviously I will be learning from you and other people will be learning from you. And before you leave this video, ensure that you watch the previous video. I'll put a boop and subscribe to the channel. Much love to you.